You know, one of the criticisms of these RV ovens is that they don't heat evenly and you can't make a pizza in them. Well, there is a little bit of truth to that, but I'm going to show you how you can at least make a pizza. When you open this oven, well, the problem with this oven, and I'll light it to show you, but the flame is centered about here, so this center portion gets hot and these edge portions do not. Well, the best way to take care of that is to pull the shelf out and put the shelf in the top position. And what that does is that allows air to circulate around here and will give you a better heat. Now you can also use a ceramic pizza stone. You're undoubtedly going to break it the first time you forget and leave it in there and go bouncing down the road. So I'm going to light this oven and I'll show you basically the problem. So when I turn the oven on from pilot, you can see that it only heats basically the center of the oven. Well, this video has more to do with getting the oven to heat properly and to heat evenly more than making a pizza. What better way to demonstrate that than making a pizza? Again, with any kind of campground cooking that we do, we try to do it easy. Well, what we have here is, you can buy these at many stores. This is Mama Mary's Thin and Crispy 2-Pizza Crust. And the nice thing about this, bakes in 10 minutes. You don't have to refrigerate it. So again, in a camping situation, this type of stuff is the best way to bring stuff along. One of the first things you may say is, hey, this stuff is going to taste like cardboard pizza. And you know what? You're right. But we are in a camping environment, and in a camping environment we need to make do with what we have. So some of the things we need to put in is we need to put in our contadina pizza sauce. Now you don't have to refrigerate this either until you open it up. And you all know how to make a pizza, so I'm probably just going to fast forward this here so that we'll get on to the nitty gritty here. Okay, now the pizza's prepared, and we've preheated our oven, and as soon as the oven is to temperature, then we're throwing this in. And the oven's been preheated, so again, putting this in the top shelf, and then for 10 minutes. However, at the 5-minute mark, I'm going to rotate this 180 degrees, which means halfway around. So we'll wait for 5 minutes, and then we'll turn it halfway and then continue cooking. Now when I rotate this, I got to use my super duper shark mitt. And then just pull it out, rotate it, back in the oven. Well, there you go. The pizza is done and it's cooked perfectly. If you pull the other end up, it's not burnt at all. And if you look at the previous part of the video, you'll see that this has actually shrunk a little bit. Now, one thing we did forget to bring along on our camping trip is a pizza cutter. However, I've got these nice Camco kitchen scissors that we bring along with us. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way, and when you're camping, you have to improvise. So, buy a pair of these if you don't have one.